Good morrow to you. My name is Jane Clifton. My husband is the barber here in Newark, and a surgeon too. If you need a tooth pulling or a boil lancing or bloodletting for easing of the flux, he can be called upon at all hours and for very reasonable prices. When Lady Leake has visitors, I work as her servant. She is a very fine lady, friends with Her Majesty Queen Henrietta Maria herself, and I count it a great honour to be in her service. Rich people have servants to cook for them, but I do the cooking for my family myself. I cook with a pot hanging from a hook over the fire, or with a skillet, a cooking pot on legs, placed in the hot coals. We don't always have meat like Lord and Lady Leake, but we don't go hungry. Our bowls may not be silver, but pewter will do us well enough, and they are always full of a stew of vegetables and cereals like oats or peas. I bake bread most days, and brew enough beer to last us the whole year round, and some weeks I make butter and cheese too. At Lady Leake's house there is a separate dining room, a parlour for sleeping in, a buttery just for keeping all her pots and pans in, and a kitchen for preparing the food. In our house we cook and eat in a room called the hall. Our hall is what you would call a living room. It has a hearth for cooking and a table and chairs. In my grandfather's time, halls were open all the way to the roof, they say. He used to tell us tales of how smoky houses were. In these times, of course, halls have been sealed over, with another floor above the ceiling called a chamber, which we use for sleeping in and storing our barley, oats, firewood and tools. My whole family sleeps in one room. My husband and I sleep in one bed, and my children sleep all together in the other. Our mattresses are stuffed with straw. It's firm and warm, but a bit lumpy. We have linen sheets, of course, 2 woolen blankets, and a coverlet quilted by my mother as a gift on our marriage. I thank God for these comforts. But how I would love to try Lady Leake's feather bed. She has a little trundle bed that pulls out from underneath hers for her servants to sleep on, and velvet curtains that pull around her bed so she cannot be seen as she sleeps. She has painted cloths hanging on the wall and soft cushions for her chairs. She even has a looking glass, though I would not dare look in it, and a clock that tells the time and even chimes on the hour. When I first heard it, I screamed and ran from the room as though chased by the devil himself.